Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Shinta and I'm from English Education Department, third semester. This time I will discuss my topic, namely men are better leaders than women. I think men deserve to be leaders because women are not in accordance with that role, because women have another role that is no less important. I also disagree with the women's movement and the feminist movement. This movement claimed to defend and seek to elevate the status of women. And women, according to this view, should get equality with men in many ways. This problem also arose when this idea entered the Islamic world, whereas in the Islam itself there is abuse and recognition of women is equal in several ways. Although in some cases there are also different in the reason for the fitra and psychological conditions of women, such as problem in family and public leadership. Especially in families making men as leader, because men are given the advantage over women, because if you look at the difference in psychology and biology, this advantage is found in men who is able to assume responsibility as a leader. Someone may ask, is that the husband is then in higher position than wife? The answer is not in the sense. However, a man is given a higher degree of care and protection, especially in certain condition, and husband shouldn't bully his wife. Men also have advantage over women which lie in the power of reason and clarity of mind, so that men are able to try, be creative, and manage affairs. Therefore, men are given the task of leading, educating, and so on. Ali Astabuni said that primacy of men over women is due to four things. Among them are intelligence, courage, and opinion, disease, cycle power, leadership power, and testimony. Men also have a better and more important character than women. In Islam itself, also Imam Ahmad, Imam Malik, and Imam Shafi'i argue that women are not entitled to be leaders, even though in a more limited scope, because after all, being a leader, either with broad or limited power, is essentially the same. What makes the difference is only the territory under their control. In fact, the Prophet also clearly prohibited a woman from becoming a leader. Furthermore, research of modern times today confirm the principle laid down by the Prophet. The principle that the nation that appoints women as leaders will not get progress. 1,400 years ago, Islam declared that women were not suitable for very high position, such as a king. Although recently this opinion was considered a defense of the past, now this can be a cape to scientific truth. The fact is corroborated by an opinion poll held in 1972, where this opinion is especially the majority of Americans prefer to choose black people than a woman who becomes the head of state. In 1987, there was also a poll on the subject in America. This result suggests that nearly a third of people believe men are more suitable than women in the American presidency. So that's what I say about men who are more worthy to be leaders than women. But instead of underestimating women, men are more entitled to lead because men can carry a heavy burden than women. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Murni Putriawati Tamar. I'm from English Education Department, third semester. Women can also be a good leader. The number of female leaders that exist today in Indonesia is still very minimal compared to male leaders. In fact, Some circles see that the presence of the female leaders is a problem in itself. But basically, women also have the same right as men, especially in occupying a chair of leadership. However, in practice there are still many stereotypes. The thing that when a woman becomes a leader, she will outperform. I think women have the same right as men in terms of leadership. In the science of feminism, theory can be divided into two. The first is moderate or different theory, which states that men and women are equal but different, with difference that not mean one party exceeds the other. In this idea tends to mention traditional, not gender roles, while the second theory is the progressive or feminist theory, which states that men and women have equal rights in any case, because basically, to achieve a certain position, a person is judged by his ability, not by gender. Strategic Gender Manager, or SGM, is an approach towards dynamic positioning and self-definition in organizational balance, regardless of genders, in determining employment and promotions. We need SGM because in addition to being more dynamic, it will also create new opportunities rather than just defending old theories. As a result, organizations or companies that use SGM will perform better than stars that stick to the old tradition. However, SGM also has its own challenge, among other, refusal or deprioritization, slow changes, and challenge is realizing it. What is meant by self-deprioritization is when women have problems, they never complain because sometimes the issue of, of their problem is minor issue. So that in this case, women's problems must be prioritized. The second challenge in frozen, the SGM is the chance will the slow. This is because maybe only a few men want to understand women. And men know they have more dominance and they won't easily give it up. However, its gender equality does not mean that women have to exceed the rank of men. If this happens, it will bring its own bad consequences. Women actually have the same capacity and competencies as those of men. However, the lack of female leaders is caused by two factors. The first in the cultural factor in which many women still withdraw from participation in becoming a leader, and there are many negative perceptions if women become leaders. Its second is structural factor. I think the right solution to help women get the same right according to the rights of men is a provide them with learning informed such a leaders training of women, seminars, workshop, and others. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.